Hi, friends. Naria here, and welcome to the next episode of Naria Lemaire Nutrition. Today, we're going to talk about how we tend to trick ourselves into staying in the diet cycle. So, let's start. Now, as usual, I do want to start with a story of my own personal past. And let me know, comment below and tell me if you can relate to this. If you've done this before, what are your thoughts? If you've never experienced this before, either way, just let me know what your thoughts are. But years ago, when I was younger, I tried diets and diets, as you probably already know at this point, especially if you've been listening to the other episodes or if you're one of my followers. Now, every time I would start a diet, I was starting the diet, of course, included restriction, and that obviously led to calorie deficit, which of course led to the weight loss. So during the weight loss, it was all fun and games. It was so exciting. Then days passed, weeks passed, and then some other foods that I enjoyed were near my area, especially when I was at work and they had potlucks. I'm thinking, oh gosh, those donuts look good, or that pizza looks good. Then I would get one here, one there. But because I restricted myself so much, I would go crazy. Friends, there was even a point for dinner I would just have fries. I would get home from work, I would get the fries from the freezer, put them in the oven while I took a shower, and that was literally my dinner. I was just so excited to get the fries. But what happened? What do you think happened after I would eat fries and fries and fries and have a ball of the potlucks because I restricted myself for so long? I gained the weight back. And not only did I gain the weight back, but some extra tagged right along, and that extra didn't want to come right off. It was just like, I'm here to stay. Now, just a side note from this, just remember, friends, when you are trying to lose weight, or actually when you lose weight, your body may take it as a threat, especially if you do it too quick. Now, not only will you lose lean body mass, but your hormones may change to where your body was going to try to gain it back. So, what that means is you're going to feel hungrier than you usually do, and that weight will tend to creep up. Now, what happened with me is after diet and diet and diet, I remember getting to the point and thinking, I was talking to my cousin about starting another diet, and I was thinking, I do want to get on another diet. I want to lose weight. My main focus was weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. But then what after? I know the weight's going to come back, but I want to lose weight. And the only thing I know is diets. But there was nothing else I knew what to do. So I would try it over and over again. And obviously, eventually got so sick of it that I decided to just become a dietitian, which we're here today. But I did this for so long. And every time I would start a diet, I thought the problem was me. I thought the problem was my motivation. I was just not motivated. Every time, I'm going to be motivated this time. This is going to be it. Let's go. And the diet cycle continued, tricking myself into I'm the problem, motivation's the problem. I'm just not motivated enough. I need to bump up that motivation. And friends, is motivation the problem? Was motivation the problem? No, it wasn't. And it still isn't. Because anything in life, anything we want to do, especially if it's something new, at the beginning, we're going to be so excited that we will do anything to get there. First few days pass by, the first few weeks, even the first few months. Some may take a little bit longer. And then that it's going to go down. It's going to go down to where stress is going to come into play. Family stress, work stress, someone's going to get sick, a holiday's going to come, vacation's going to come along. Something's going to happen to where that motivation will be down. So what happened with me was that motivation will go down, obviously. And then I would stop and then again trick myself over and over again that this would be it, that this would be the problem. I don't need outside help. I don't even know really outside help existed apart from like nutrition coaches and gyms, which when I did talk to gave me trash advice. I haven't been to one or I haven't spoken to any in who knows how many years. I hope that's improved, but I don't know. Now, I realized eventually, of course, that motivation wasn't the problem, and it was my systems. How long did it take to get to that point? Freaking long time. So, friends, if you're listening to this, it's not the motivation, it's your systems. But going back to the diet, tricking ourselves. If your main focus is to lose weight, it's a very high probability you're going back into that diet cycle. And when I mean a very high probability, I mean it's very high, over 90%. And I'm just basing this on my experience. I've worked with thousands of people. I feel pretty confident with this. Now, I encourage you to try a different approach, a different approach. But before we get to that, let's start with, why do we try the diet cycle? Is it just because we feel like, hey, I wasn't motivated last time? What was the problem? Now think about, what do you see when you go on social media? Maybe not when you're hearing a dietitian like myself or another healthcare provider. What do you tend to hear, like on the news, on the tabloids, if you go to Yahoo, wherever? What do you tend to hear? You tend to, hey, this diet trend here. Look at the celebrity, what they're doing. Their diet is fire. Essentially, restriction is going to lead to the weight loss. This restrictive diet work with this celebrity or this person. So it's going to work for you. It's going to do it. Read this, click on this link. It's going to work. And friends, it doesn't. Come on, we already know it's not going to work. And if it, and not long term, right? Not long term. Short term, sure. All that stuff's gonna work. All that stuff's gonna work. If you're just trying to lose weight for the summer, have a ball. Have fun. Is it healthy for your body to lose weight that quickly and gain weight that quickly? Heck to the no. Okay? Super no. But if that's your goal, I couldn't veer someone away from their goal. I'm here to help when people are ready. But if that's what you're trying to do, lose some weight for a wedding or summer or whatever, of course that short term solution is going to be what's going to work for you. But if you're really trying to lose weight, that's not going to be the long term solution. So, what is? What is? Now, if you've heard my other episodes or if you're following me, comment below what will work. What will work? You can pause it and comment below. Again, I love to hear your feedback. But friends, if you know you've tried it before, if you know you've only focused on the weight loss before, which is essentially you're focusing on the outcome, what would be something different that could possibly work? Maybe focusing on the path, focusing on the journey. Because when you focus on the step by step, the one habit at a time, the environment that you create for yourself, including your home, the friends you hang out with, your family and influence, that your environmental cues, what's going to cue you to act. Focus on those things, because I promise you that if you do take the time to focus on your environment and on your habits, that's going to lead to the outcomes you're looking for. You're not going to feel motivated most days. And if you're my follower, you already know. Most times I'm posting, hey, I'm about to work out, and I don't feel like it. I feel like just Netflix and chill. I feel like eating chips and larding all day. I do. But I know that I'm not keeping promises to myself. And at the end of the day, I can say anything to anyone else, including you guys, including my family, even my little cute guinea pigs. If I don't keep my word, I'm fooling myself. If I don't work out, if I don't eat healthy, if I don't put my mental health first, the only person I'm tricking is myself. And that's what happened before when I would start the diet cycle over and over and over and over again, friends. It took a long time for me to realize that I'm just doing the diet cycle over and over, just naming it different things. I talk to so many individuals that are stuck in that diet cycle and are just not aware that they're still in the cycle and try over and over and over again. Honestly, individuals tend to work with me after they're maybe 40, 50 years old, but during their 20s, 30s, most individuals just keep trying on their own, trying the diet cycle, trying the Google, trying the endless rabbit hole search. That's what people tend to do. I did that. I would probably still be doing that if I didn't decide to become a dietitian, right? But that's what we tend to do. We tend to be in our secure bubble of the safety zone, which will include the diet zone. But friends, you have to get out of this comfort zone. You have to back up and look at the whole picture and say, hey, if I've done this before, if I've restricted before, why would it work this time? If I was motivated last time, what would change my motivation this time? Life will always happen. One of the number one things I hear from individuals, a reason why they don't sign up with nutrition programs like with dietitians, it's because it's not a good time. It's not a good time. Friends, let me be the first to tell you, if you haven't heard this, there will never be a perfect time. Never. Either you decide to make the change for yourself now, or you will be forced to do it later. And I say that with the most love because I see it too often to not tell you. And if your body forces you to make these changes, it will not be at a convenient time. And the thing with this is, it will not only affect you, it will affect everyone around you. And that can really affect your quality of life, your family's quality of life, and even relationship with friends. I've seen it, friends, to where I want to warn you, be preventive. Your body is a temple. Honor it, know its process, know what nourishes it. Know these things, learn them, take the time. Do not take shortcuts. Do not take shortcuts. The grass is not always greener on the other side. So take the time. Today, I challenge you to try something different, which I know I've stated before, but I encourage you again if you haven't started. I know sometimes it takes us time to get out of our comfort zones. I know I'm human too. Sometimes I'm in my comfort zone and I don't catch myself until maybe someone else does, or I see myself repeating the same thing. I'm thinking, hold on, I've been here before and why am I here again? But I want you to get outside that comfort zone and I want you to think, how is this going to be different? I want you to get or take the focus off the weight loss and put that entire focus into something else, into one thing that's going to help you with the outcome of the weight loss. Don't worry if the scale goes up a little bit. Don't pay attention to that range, if it goes down, if it goes up, if it's a plateau. I don't want you to focus on the weight loss. As a weight management dietitian, I say this. I don't want you to focus on the weight loss. I want you to focus on other things. Like, again, the first step, what to do in order to get to that ultimate goal. And plan it. If the first thing you need to do is like, hey, I need to learn about the food groups, what's going to help me feel full longer so I'm not snacking all day? Start with the first step of that. What would the first 1 to 3 minutes of that behavior look like? And that's what you focus on, one thing at a time. Take your time. You have to be willing to put in the work, to take the time, to be patient. It takes time. But again, if you're looking for short-term results, those fancy diets, those trendy diets, they may just do the job. But if you're looking to really honor and respect your body, you have to take the time. So friends, I encourage you to try these changes. Comment below, comment below, or email me your thoughts on this. If you're currently going through the diet cycle and are stuck and don't know what to do, or if you've gotten out the diet cycle and now you're trying something totally different and your energy is better, you feel better, your relationship with food is improving, let me know. I love to hear these things from you guys. So until next time, have a good one, friends. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe.